I remember saying to Craft. No, what was that company I was a direct sales for? What was it? Oh, Close My Heart. I remember at a convention saying, "I'm really glad I work with a company that never just stays the same. That they're always changing things." And I didn't realize I like that much because we're always changing things. So this is something new to have our guest crafter come back and be on the contributor showcase with us. But I think it's really cool. What do you guys think? I think it's good. Patty says,
I'm
good
excited.
golly, what are we waiting for? Christina is here from Sweden. It's only 8:30-ish there. I got a funny text from Christina yesterday. She said that she and Buell were talking and that I shouldn't die anytime soon. So under Swedish edict, I am not to die, which is very darling and endearing. Yeah, this is your big week, Patty girl. Patty's got the big 1-year anniversary. Jessica, we need to have you talk. I know. Stephen needs to hear you from the other room, so if you could talk a minute.
Oh, yeah, that's impressive that Patty has watched so many shows, submitted so many cards. I hope that Patty is sending some of those cards out. Because sometimes we forget that that's the most important part.
She does. She sends a lot of them to Cards for Soldiers.
Nice. That's great.
And I've even seen some of the cards I've sent to Patty in her stack for Cards for Soldiers. So she gets them, enjoys them, out the door. So
that's good.
That's good. It is good. It is. Ashley is here. Ashley Young Paper is here. She and I just put the finishing touches on getting her on the schedule as a guest crafter, which is very exciting.
Nice.
Yep. She said she's going to she sends them mostly to Cards for Soldiers. So that's
nice.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wait another, I don't know if you heard Mr. Producer over there. He said we'll wait another minute or two. Let some folks roll in, because I just got it on my Facebook that you need to come over and watch this. And did you get this out on your Facebook, Miss Jessica?
You know what? I did not. How do I even do that? Do I just share it from Facebook?
Share it from YouTube. You know, there's on your YouTube feed, if there's a share button down at the bottom.
Okay. You'd think that I am techie and can figure this stuff out. It's not true.
No, you're on or whatever.
For a programmer.
I was, but that was now that was many, many years ago. And I can still write some code, but writing code is totally different than figuring out all of this techie stuff that changes constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Just when I think I figured it out. No.
I know.
What languages?
Oh my word. It's been so long. It was a really obscure one to start with. Fox something.
Didn't catch on, I guess.
I can't even remember. It's been the first one I learned was like Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal.
Yeah, and then it was something Fox. I can't even remember.
Are you, Stephen, is your audio live? It doesn't broadcast? Okay. Stephen, and those last few questions that Jessica was answering was from Stephen asking questions. So apparently Jessica used to be a programmer. Right.
Yes.
Jessica used to be a programmer. So
I mean, like 20 plus years ago. It's been a while.
Just the other day when you were still in the hospital.
Right.
Being born as a newborn. That's the very one. Yes, we're excited to have you, Ashley. This is nice. I'm glad it worked out. Sometimes, I reach out. I spend time looking for people to invite to the show. And I look for certain things, and I thought you were just had some really nice qualities. I thought we would have fun at the craft table together. Because she's going. Yeah, I think
we do.
We do. It's just, Jessica, the first time she was here, she was very nervous. Second time, you said you were a little nervous, but now it's like you're even coming back for extras.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I am not a live video person. Like, I never do my own live videos, but I really did not have a problem doing Craft Roulette. And I think the difference is I don't have to prepare anything for this.
Right.
Number one, like I don't have to prepare a project. It's a surprise, and we just see what happens. And I don't have to do any of the tech because you're doing all the tech for me. I just show up.
Right.
So that's super helpful.
You just have to show up and be like a guest star.
Yeah.
Rock star stuff.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a good deal. Hildenel's here. Yay. Jamie's here. Oh, at the senior center.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to get official here in just a moment. Better get another drink. We got a lot of cards to cover. Oh my gosh. So many submissions. This is like almost the Craft Roulette Craft Bowl we had a million submissions for because we had such great prizes. And then this one was like almost, this is in the 70s. I'm not sure how many. So pack a sandwich. Here we go. Okay, we go. Go and do it.
Okay.
I'm getting ready, warmed up. Here we go. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and you are intrepid hostess to the spin-off show of Craft Roulette, Contributor Showcase. Yeah. Patty, you made me laugh right before we went live. Well, before I did that, you wrote spin, spin, spin. Oops, wrong day. Not see those cards. And I was sitting there going, because you can hear me on the introduction if I make noise. So I learned because I sniff and snort and things while that comes live. But I was didn't want to snort and sniff and start laughing. But welcome to Contributor Showcase 4, episode number 57, I believe. 57. And it was a big one. We guys went crazy with the parameters and sent in tons of cards. Contributor Showcase, which is right here, right now, is a spin-off of our ultimate paper crafting game show called Craft Roulette. And we are live every Friday evening right here on YouTube, the Craft Roulette station or channel, I guess they say channel. 6:30 Central Time. It's a blast. Mark your calendar. Oh, word to the wise. It's tremendously addictive. So if you do not want to be addicted to a fun game show about paper crafting, just scroll on. We'll save that date for you. But anyway, it really is. We have a lot of fun. We also have people that play with us. And during the show, they send in submissions, and that's what this show is. It's a spin-off. Now, we have decided to try something new. It may not be something we do every week, but we are trying something new by we invited our wonderful special guest crafter from last Friday to come back and join us today during our Contributor Showcase to see what all has been inspired by the parameters that we all enjoyed on Friday. So let's bring back from Wisconsin, Jessica Taylor. Yahoo!
Hello.
There she is. It's just like, so if you're having a flashback thinking, oh my gosh, is this another Craft Roulette? No, it's not. It's Contributor Showcase. Welcome back again. Isn't this is fun. I think this is a grand thing.
You. It is. I can't wait to see all the cards.
I know. I know. It's kind of, we have a Craft Roulette Challenge Facebook group, and a lot of people post during the weekend. And at first I was like, oh no, don't. I wanted to save it for Monday, but there's too much. So it's kind of like you have to have little sneaky peeks of what you're sent in, because if you wait until Monday morning, people are going to have go overboard.
Yeah,
So,
I have seen
and
a few cards out and about on Instagram and Facebook, so but not all of them.
yep. No, they're not all there, but they're fun. They're fun, and it's really extra fun for the people because then they get some ideas, but never are the cards alike. Not even close, as
Yeah.
you will soon see. So how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
It was good. I don't even remember what happened. Oh, I did some
Yeah.
cleaning out of craft things. I actually sent a box of supplies off to a card ministry that makes cards for a lot of different nursing homes and different things like that. And so I cleaned out
Oh,
some
neato.
craft supplies that I no longer use and sent 2 boxes off to them. So that was good
Oh,
to get
that's so
some of
great.
the extra stuff out of here.
That is so great. And
Yeah.
is this somebody how did you find out about them? Because that's real interesting.
So it's just I'm not sure. The woman who organizes it and I started emailing each other years ago, actually. And then she just told me a little bit about it's through her church. They just make a lot of cards. And the last year, it's really, really grown. Lots of more places are asking them for card donations, for their residents who are isolated. And so I guess we just met over email. I don't know if she found my blog at one point and
Huh.
kind of got to know
Well,
each other
good
that
for
way.
you. That's wonderful. I think that I missed that. We did. I was getting that started here at the house when we all got shut down, and it really
Yeah.
was a fun thing to get together and just use up those scraps. And we had
Yeah.
little kids here sometimes, and I'd have a big pot of soup and some bread and cookies, and it was a blast. And
Yeah.
we got shut down, but
Yeah.
that's how it's been. We have all been in it. So, yep. I'm seeing some fellow addicts to Craft Roulette. Very good. Well, okay. Let's see, what else do we need to do? I think we're just going to say, if you've never been to Craft Roulette, we want to explain that to you, what we do. And so we're going to show you a little video, and then we'll be back and we'll look at a lot of cards. Are we ready? We're ready. We'll be right back. Thanks for coming back, Jessica.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
And there we both are. Do you see yourself? That works out really well. Look at our colors, too. Kind of pastel.
We kind of match.
Kind of like we planned it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We didn't. But I'm not that good. Clothes are a mystery to me. But I can do paper, but clothes, no.
Me too.
Not my thing. Yeah. All right. Well, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We had 4 parameters. One was pick a sketch, and you picked the A2 size sketch, which was this one, which could be done any way, openly interpreted. Then you also chose to veto something, didn't you? Do you remember what that bad boy was?
No cars or trucks, please.
No cars or trucks. And what was funny was this had never happened before, but the wheel landed on cars and trucks, so it actually helped that you were prepared. And I did make a card for you with some cars and trucks, and we're going to see that just here in a second. Because I thought, yeah, maybe I might send that to you just so you have one in the future. So if you ever get stuck.
I can't believe I don't have any cars or trucks anymore. I used to, but I regularly clean out my supplies. So none right now.
Okay, well, let's just take a look at what we did. We had used pastel colors. We had to include a rainbow somehow or other and use a stencil. This was the card I made during the show, but then I always add to it over the weekend. So I added a little cute girl.
I thought so.
And then
That's cute.
And there's my little card with cars and trucks in a rainbow of colors.
Nice.
And I did it with some feathers because I saw a feather and I thought, oh, that would make a nice rainbow. Wow. They're kind of arched, so I added that. Put a little vellum on there to keep it soft so I didn't get in trouble with the craft police.
Nice. I always forget to use vellum.
It's easy to forget because you don't see it all the time. Yeah, but it's a good thing, especially in spring or if you need light colors. I even have a piece of vellum right here because there is a submission, and she said, I hope it's not too bright. So when I look at it, I'm going to look at it with some vellum over it so that I don't go, oh yeah, you're right, it's too bright. You'll see it. It's way at the end. These are the contributors from last week. Look at you from all over the world. I love it. Seems like we're getting a few more on the West Coast too, the United States and Canada. So that's exciting. Welcome. Wave to your pin and let's keep moving. Here's Jessica's ice cream card, and we did go out for ice cream after the show. Thank you very much for the idea. And it was super packed. And we took the dog, and our dog hates getting in the car, and he had some frozen custard, and it was quite an adventure. So
ice cream's always worth it.
Oh, it is. It's totally worth it. Then we had to do it the next night too because we're trying to train him to like being in the car, and he jumped in by himself that time. But he didn't jump in the third time, so we think he liked the frozen custard better than the Sonic. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we all have our preferences.
I think so. It's kind of opinionated for a stray. But anyway, it's okie doke. This is a cute card. And you set off a lot of inspiration, I think, by using the rainbow colors like that. So well done, Miss Jessica. Good. Let's see what else we have. What's this?
Oh, that's pretty.
I'm hitting it too many times. I got so excited. Stephen added the confetti just for you. Yay!
Yay!
Get my little clappers in here.
Why is it special?
This is a special card because Patty Beck did it. She said in 52 submissions in a freaking row. So give it up for Patty.
That's amazing. And what a pretty card.
It's amazing. I know. She did a great job. It's probably going to some soldier somewhere, too. She says, oh my gosh. You want one more time? Where'd it go?
Fun.
Anyway, we thought it was you were totally worth celebrating because it's a big accomplishment. There are people running right behind you. We'll probably never be able to celebrate quite as much as we are right now. But congratulations. We are really proud of you. And thank you so much for being such a leader in our organizational group. Thank you. Well done. Pretty card. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Brian Dickey sent in his first. He only has 51 more weeks to catch Patty and from Mississippi. And I think he might be here because I saw somebody say hi from Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
And that was the first card we ever got from Mississippi. So that was double exciting. Yeah. And
That's
did you
impressive.
write that? I know. It is. It's a cool little card.
That's really handmade. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like hand done. That's impressive.
Yeah. And it's it just takes a little more confidence in some ways to do a handmade thing.
Absolutely.
So I think it's cool. I think it was really cool. And always look for rainbows in life is a very good thing to remember. It is. We woke up to snow today, like 3 inches of snow. which is
It's snowing a little bit here. I don't want to talk about it. Next.
the S word hits again. Thank you, Brian. Rachel Castle sent in her 13th submission from Indiana. Rachel is really enjoying this process. I love watching her just try some new things. And don't you like that pretty soft stenciling in the background?
Yes.
Yeah, she really did a great job. The simplicity, that kind of is a style that you would go for, a simple
It
kind
really
of card.
is. Yeah, I like how crisp the black is against the soft rainbow colors in the background. Yep.
Yep, it's very simple, but it's very effective. So you might want to take note on that one, huh? It's a good deal. Oh, okay, Brian you are B&D Crafts. Okay, great. Your rainbow was freehand. Well done. Well done. Good deal. Thank you, Rachel. Lisa Stanley sent in a pretty card. I was surprised. I thought we'd get more unicorns with the rainbows. Yeah, but we get some things that look like unicorns ordered them. We've got some drinks and rainbows and things like that. They look like they would be owned by a unicorn. So anyway, this is real cute. I like the little sentiment going up and down on that strip. I think that's the only one that
I love that
from. Lots of good ideas. Another thing, this is a kind of a small thing, but to me it's important, is you have the pinkish color at the top of the rainbow, and then you chose to use that at the bottom. And so you have that spread of color. Instead of like using blue or purple at the bottom in the hearts, you would have been kind of bottom heavy on that, but that really spread out the colors and gave it some
I would never think of that.
Pull.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. So that was a cool little card. Thank you, Lisa. Gail from Victoria, Australia sent in this. Now, the one that I hadn't thought of with this is putting gold embossing with pastels. But it works.
I love the background with those circles.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Very fun. Has a nice pull, and you've got the ibis going along with the eye flow of those circles, too. Did you see that? Now, if you had those ibis going the other way, there'd be a disconnect. But since they're going up toward those circles, they're like following the sun. It's cool.
Right.
Well done, Gail. I overanalyze everything, Jessica. It's okay.
I'm learning things.
Melissa Miller was our spin sponsor last week, and she's made Fred and oh no, I'm drawing blank. Who's the other person that won? But she made some pretty happy people because she's going to be sending them some Stampin' Up! Stamps. And she sent in this gorgeous card. She does a beautiful job. And I really liked this one too.
Yes. I like the rounded corners. That's another thing that I always forget to do, rounded corners.
I know. Oh, well, I hated, I had a corner rounder that I thought was going to be a better corner rounder, and I hated it, and I ended up throwing it away when we moved. And now I've got this old one, and it's not as easy to use, and so I don't do it. But yeah, maybe I should invest in a corner rounder. But there's one of the things I think that makes this card pretty darn fun is just having a little sparkly glitter paper on the strip.
Yes. And
that just brings the party. So, well done. We really... Melissa, go ahead.
I for real am taking notes on things I want to do on my cards.
I know, and I have suggested this before. Like you said on the show, what do you do? Someone Judy asked, what do you do when you lose your stamping mojo, your card making mojo? And you are so brilliant. What did you say? Do you remember your brilliance?
Yeah, you should be watching Craft Roulette.
That's it. Yes. Give that woman a applause. That's right. Just watch Stamp or Craft Roulette, or go to the craftroulette.live and look at the cards because they are phenomenal. That's right. Yeah. So very good, Melissa. Thank you for your inspiration and being a sponsor. Sandy Carlson from Minnesota, almost your neck of the woods, sent in this cool card. See, there's the unicorn rainbow umbrella right there, but no
Okay.
unicorn under it. But I thought this was a cute little card. She has a lot of pattern, a lot of texture going on there, but
Yeah.
I don't see any problem with it. I think it's good.
No. And an actual rainbow. Good for her.
Yes, exactly.
it.
A real rainbow and the rainbow coloring too. So that was a double fun thing. And that popular postage stamp scallopy thing going on. So that was
Yes.
cool to see too.
I love that.
Nice. And she's got the little rule of 3 there with her 3 elements. Lots of good things going on there, Sandy. Thank you so much. Karen Goddard from Sydney, Australia sent in this pretty one. Silhouettes are
Sweet.
always pretty, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Always a nice job. I thought that was really pretty. And not just one banner going across, rainbow banner, but just really using that for in accordance with the sketch with all this gray area. Filling it
Yeah.
up. I thought that was interesting. And I liked
There's
it.
so many different ways you can do a rainbow on your card. That's what's interesting
There's
about seeing
so
all of
many
these.
ways. And there's
So
not
many
even,
different
you
ways.
couldn't even list them all because they're all so different. It's just,
Yeah.
okay, you can use it in the background, you can use it in the strip, you can use it in the sentiment, you can use it in the focal point and the image. There's just, that's one of the things I love most about Craft Roulette is it just, you guys just take it and run with it. Oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. Luann Johnson from Iowa said in this, she's got a lot of shine on her. She, what Wink of Stella on the clouds and the stenciled sunburst. So she's got some really pretty things going on there. And she's got a little piece of vellum. Do you see it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I
And
have
she
vellum on the
took
top
the-
of my list. I gotta find mine.
So
It's
she
so
took
fun.
this little. It's a good thing to be able to add. You're going to see several more of these that you're going to want to take note of. But she took this strip and made it broader, which you can totally do because Craft Roulette's all about expression. So
Yeah.
very nicely done. Thank you, Luann, for joining us again. Hilda Nelville Ches, you're here. Now this is one I wanted to take note of because I always make my little circles all so perfect and centered, but I love this technique with it being all, it's like you could pull it out. I like it.
Has
And
a
then you've got
slinky effect.
or a tunnel looking
Yeah.
down in a hole or something.
That's fun.
I liked
and
it.
I always love how color pops off of black and white.
Mm-hmm.
It's really striking.
Yep. Pretty simple, but not a simple idea at all. A great idea.
No.
And you made it look simple, I think is what it is. But
yes,
I always love a stenciled light gray background too. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Just takes away the starkness of the white. So that's Hilda Nell's 25th submission. I can't believe it. It seems like you're a new friend, but that's impressive. We're glad to have you. Bonnie Swalkowitz. I learned how to say it. I had to get professional help, but I learned how to say it. So she picked the sketch. She used this. She did it this way. Yep. And she used pastels, and she used them really well. She put her rainbow right on the focal point, and then she used the stencils for the little butterflies in the background. I would not have thought of using butterflies in the background, but they totally work.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
The thing that I noticed on this card is the ribbon, and how she kind of did what I call like a faux bow, in that I think she used tied a knot with a little piece of ribbon and put that on top instead of wrapping like I did, wrapping it all the way around your card and tying it.
Mm-hmm. It's flatter, I like think, that. This way.
It's flatter. It's easier to mail, I think.
When you end up tying them, to me, what always happens is one side's a little higher than the other two, which can be fine. Yep. But I always am trying to get that thing to sit down like it's got a cowlick or something. There's, I think she has a piece of paper under there too. That gives it a little more emphasis. Yeah. But look at the cloud.
Yeah, fun.
She put a cotton ball, strung out a cotton ball on it, which is so wonderful.
Very
I
creative.
think that's just a nice touch. Very nicely done, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Leah Kerrigan from California sent in her first submission, and she's got some
Yay.
pretty clouds in the background, and her rainbow are the arched sentiments.
That's a great
Another way
idea,
to
doing
do
a
it.
rainbow of words.
Yes,
I
know.
like that.
I know. I think it's just very clever. I don't
Yeah.
know that I've ever seen. I don't think we have any more like this time either. So that was just take note of
That's a
making
great idea.
rainbow of our arched words for a rainbow. Very, very clever.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you, Leah, as your first submission. We hope to see you often. Welcome. Sherry Pemberton from Missouri sent in this pretty card. Your stenciling is so pretty on the background of your strip. I like
Yeah, I
that
love
one
that
very
grass.
much. Yeah, I know. It's so pretty. And then the clouds, oftentimes the clouds are stenciled with the tops being the rounded parts. And she turned it over, which I thought was pretty fun. Generally, that means some weather's coming in. But this looks like a happy card. So you've got your
you can't have a rainbow without the rain, so it kind of makes sense.
That's right. It does. The storm is passing by, and now the rainbow is coming out. It's quite lovely. Yeah, she used some stencils, everything else pastel. So, yep, we're glad to have you, Sherry. I don't think you've sent in too many cards, and we're just really glad you're here. Keep sending those cards in, girl. Heather Wang from New York sent in her 15th submission, and she's got a pretty little, and her focal point, she's got a lot of going on, and she said she stenciled first, and then she put some on the back mat of that focal point. So that's where her stencil is, and then she used washi tape. So that's another way to just put it in the background on a mat.
Her colors are even more muted.
Yes.
They're different pastel, which I like.
And not the whole rainbow kind of thing. Some of them have lots and lots of different colors, like 5 or 6 different colors. But this one has a not a diminutive palette, but what would it be called? I don't know. Just a more limited palette, and it works.
Yes.
Works very well.
Yep.
So anyway, thank you, Heather. We always appreciate you sending something in. Kathy Nelson from South Carolina sent in her 7th, and she did a little spotlight thing going on there, cut it out, and added a little mat around it and lifted it up so you've got the focal point. I think it's very effective. Now, the thing I wanted to know on this one, Kathy, was around the sentiment. Did you paint that, or did you just stencil feather in with your colors? Because you've got that nice little spot where you put in your. So I couldn't tell if I think she just brushed it up to it.
I think so too.
Space there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my best guess, but I thought it was really pretty. So thank you so much, Kathy. Kimberly Breslin sent in this gorgeous piece. I know, this
one's fancy.
It's very fancy. That's right. What do you like about it? What sticks out about it for you, Jessica?
I mean, the background right away just grabs you. It's a rainbow and it's embossed. It just jumps right out of you. And then all those flowers. Just all the little details. The flowers and then the little rhinestone-y kind of things.
So much texture. So many good colors. But look at all the way she gives your eye a rest with all the white.
Yep.
And lets you really focus on her flowers and the sentiment. Well done, huh?
I think the background's my favorite part of it, though.
It's pretty. I think it's one of those 3D folders. Embossing folders would be my guess.
I think so.
After she colored it, brushed it, maybe? Be my guess.
Maybe. It kind of reminds me of the ball at Epcot at Disney World. And when you
It
walk into
does,
Epcot, there's
doesn't
that
it?
huge giant ball that
Yep,
sometimes they shine different colors on it. That's what it looks like to me.
it does. It does. The
Yep.
Epcot ball folder.
Yep. I like it.
Very good. Yeah, that's a good one. I was surprised when I saw it. I went, wow, she put a lot into that one. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Kimberly. Linda Hill from Florida sent in her second submission, and she stenciled the blue sky in for texture. And she's the only one, I think, that put the focal point at an angle, which is a whole other thing that I never think of doing, ever.
Yep.
Because I'm so grid oriented. But I think it's a fun thing to add, a different way to add. And you could see more of the pretty rainbow in the background that way, too.
Yes.
Because
I
it
love
would,
the little rainbow strips that she used
Mhm.
because I don't know about you, but I have a hard time throwing away scraps of cardstock. And so that's a great
yeah,
way
I
to
love
use
my
them.
cardstock. Yes, yes. Yeah, I think it was a perfect set of parameters to use that kind of technique too. So,
Yeah.
yep. Linda, thank you so much. We're glad you joined us. This was your second submission. That's cool. Figment the Dragon, right, Stephen? That is Figment the Dragon is from or not Epcot, is it? But from Disney World. Absolutely, he was. He was everywhere. I think he's in the submissions this week too. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin. Who wants to give it up for Wisconsin? 22 submissions in a row, and look how pretty that
Wow.
is.
Very
It's just
pretty.
a cutie. It's just a real cutie. And she made the polka dot stencil with Versamark.
Nice. And she actually followed the rainbow. When I did mine, I kind of
did.
stuck the pink in between my blue and green, which is not true to rainbow, but she actually followed the rainbow. Nice
The
work.
creative rainbow. Yep, Roy
Yeah.
G. Biv right there.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, yeah. Well done. It was really cute, Kathy. And 22, I can hardly believe how fast time goes. Even on the cardboard, it goes fast. Well done. Thank you so much. Michelle Corticiato. God, I was practicing that. Corticiato, fourth submission, sent in this pretty card. I thought this was very interesting and really cool. A little more artsy than some, and with the background, and then you get a little bit more stylized on the focal point. But I thought it worked out really well. And
so, do you
the
think
rays
that
and everything.
that rainbow strip? Did she make that? Like it almost looks watercolored.
It does, doesn't it? Or stenciled. No, it's she used Tim
I'm just not
Holtz.
sure if she had a paper that was
stencil
already
for
printed
some-
that way or if she did that. It's very pretty.
I do not know. I thought maybe it was a piece of ribbon for a while.
Oh.
Or maybe she colored a piece of ribbon that, you could have some bleeding, something like that too. Okay, Michelle, if you're watching, we want to know.
Tell us.
Either put it in our group or down there in the comments. We end up with all these questions about these projects, but that's because they're, a card. Generally, you don't pick it apart like we do here, but you get and go.
I don't think we're picking it apart.
Yeah,
we're
that's
just
cool.
looking at it. We want to replicate some of the ideas, so we need to know.
Right. No, it's not a pick it apart like bad thing. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I wonder how she did that. It's being inspired again to try something new, which is a big part of Craft Roulette. So we're thinking. Stephen says it looks like watercolor paper, stencil. Yeah, I don't know. Hope we find out from Michelle. We want to know. Thank you so much. Vicky Ruda from the United Kingdom sent this. Now I'm thinking on her rainbow, that is just, she's got that stitched circle with the little bear on it.
Yes.
So I think she just did the rings, like a die cut that had the rings around the circle.
Yeah.
And layered them together and then just snipped them up. Yeah. I thought that was really clever.
Yep.
You could do that with different colors too. Imagine it like red and black and pink, really bright colors, and very demanding on white or gray. I mean, you could do all sorts of things, and not just doing the in a row, but in different areas. And then you could stamp or color underneath those little areas. You could do some pretty doggone cool abstract-y type artsy stuff. But anyway, this is very
that's a great
cute.
idea.
And do I see vellum?
Yeah.
Do you see vellum?
I think you do see vellum. Yeah.
I think so too. Do you have that one on your list to use it with some embossing on it?
The embossing makes it a little trickier, I think, because sometimes the vellum starts to curl up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet, but that's a great idea. I love the Care Bear. It reminds me of the Care Bears that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah. Do you know about my trick for embossing?
No,
this is a piece of cardboard. This is a piece of cardboard with aluminum foil on it. And then you put the vellum or whatever on with the clothespin. You can while you're heating up your heating tool, you just heat up the aluminum foil. And so that it heats from the back and the front. And it goes really fast.
That's brilliant. Just foil over cardboard.
Yes, it's very fancy. It's got tape on the back.
Oh, yeah. Learn something new every day.
And that way you don't burn yourself.
Yeah.
And you've got a handle and you've got something to hold on to.
Yeah.
So,
I really don't feel bad. Emboss very much.
Yeah.
But now that I have that
there's
tip,
a lot
maybe I will.
Well, it is annoying to get hurt.
Yeah.
And burned. But especially with vellum, that way it won't curl as easily, I don't think. So, great. Now, Ardith just puts hers in a shoebox with some aluminum foil, but I like holding it like that. So, anyway, it works both ways, I guess.
I think that would take up less space. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just put it in my embossing drawer. So anyway, Vicki, very, very cute. You had that in the group and people were oohing and ahhing. It was good to see, and you did a great job, and a lot of inspiration there and a lot of cuteness. Thank you so much. Laura Ellis, also from United Kingdom. We have a growing group in the United Kingdom.
Nice.
I get to kiss my brain. Oh, good. I did it. Here is a magic slider card, which I think are just so fun. And I've only made a few, and it's always fun when they rear their heads back up. Because it's just a cute little idea. And I keep thinking I need to make some for my cousin's little kids because they would go, ooh, oh.
Yeah.
But I haven't done it.
That's very fun. I haven't made a card in years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. But when I was studying this a little bit, the paper that she used around the frame, almost looks like it has scales on it. It's very textured. And I thought that was a cool choice to go with the little dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, very clever. I love it too. It's a real pretty combination. So Laura, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your inspiration, and very cleverly done. Thank you. Vicki Tillett from North Carolina sent in 16 submissions already. Oh my gosh. She thinks she hit the parameters. Her pastel rainbow is incorporated into the stenciled piece. This card, Miss Vicki, we had so many light pastels, but this one still works. And look at the texture that you have on that purple matte. I think that's embossing folder.
I think so. That actually might be a Stampin' Up! Embossing folder. They have one that's like a paint texture. Oh, that is what it looks like, isn't it? That's pretty.
That's a cool deal. Do you recognize the dragonfly as a Stampin' Up?
It might be. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's very attractive.
Yeah.
And then she's got the little purple paper strip going across there, and the stenciling. It's a really cool card.
Yeah.
And look, she did the envelope. Do you do envelopes?
I try to, yes. And I usually stamp something. I have a lot of friends that put pattern paper on the flap of theirs, which I think looks so pretty, and yet I can't bring myself to do it. I don't know. Mostly because I can't figure out how to glue it. Like they use actual liquid glue to keep it on, and I can't use liquid glue. I make a mess. So I haven't figured that one out. But
yeah.
I do usually stamp something.
I'm doing well. Just get it in the envelope and get it out the door. So it's like without being sidetracked and going, well, I'm going to try something, and then running over here and trying something. So, such is the way. That has SU all over it. Judy says, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, and Jessica right here is our SU girl. She's one of our SU demonstrators that we have on Craft Roulette. And she does a good job, doesn't she, of representing the company? I think she does a good job.
Oh, thank you.
And I like that we have four Stampin' Up! Craft Roulette guest crafters, and you all have something different to offer. And and it's very cool. It's not like I like that there's plenty of crafters and craftettes to go around for everybody here. Yeah. And it's a fun group of getting to know all the crafters too. Guest crafters are a good group. We have our own little green room. It's not very active, but I know they're there. and it's fun to see you guys interact. So anyway. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I call her 5K, Elisa Lamone, 25 submissions. Now she always does, she puts things together that I would never think to put together, and she does it very artistically and arty, and it always works. I really like how she had that background with that little strip. I think that was a brave and bold move, and I like how it works together though. Yeah, it's like it reminds me of when you go into my family room, it's all brown with some pretty good art, but other than that, the pillows are pretty boring and everything is pretty boring. But I have a feeling if you go to 5K's living room, she's got all sorts of stuff all working together, and you're going, I never would have put that pillow on that chair. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I like that she has her own style.
I do too. I do.
Yes.
I like it. She's very fun too. Besides that, she's just a great personality. So she's a win-win all the way. I'm just telling you. She's a win-win all the way. So thank you, 5K.
Pretty.
Brenda Gentry from Utah. 15 submissions,
I love the roller skates.
I tell you. And they have rainbows on them.
Yes. So cute.
Talk about putting it all together. And look at they're flying. Do you see the little lines? I love that. Look at what she did with the sentiment too.
Yeah.
All the glitter and everything. Girl's got a wicked steady hand, doesn't she?
Yeah, for sure. I like how she did that background rainbow piece. I don't know if that's with a stamp or with a sponge dauber, but that looks really neat.
She said something about it. She was inspired by Kathy Zilski's video that she watched on Friday. I've made those with sponge daubers and just do a circle. It's very, very fun. I've done it with watercolors, which is a whole nother, because if you have a wet sponge dauber and you put it in the wet watercolor paint, and then you put it on the paper, it splats. And so it looks like it's exploding a little bit. It's like exploding gumballs. So if you ever need an exploding gumball technique,
I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that one in mind. But anyway, that was very pretty. And she did the doggone envelope too. So what a girl.
I love to roller skate, so that's fun.
Oh, do you? Still?
Still.
Oh, wow, I'm impressed. I would fall. I'm such a klutz. But yeah, that's good. Here's me just to think about it. Liz Wheeler, who has the perfect name for a wheel, from Minnesota, enjoyed the parameters this week. This is her 10th submission, and look at how pretty this one is with that very busy background, but it works, and it doesn't distract a whole lot from the pretty little focal point. She anchors it with some black. She even did the inside.
Fancy. I really like those
I
3
think
little pastel flowers and how
yes,
the glass like comes down off that circle instead of keeping,
right.
a lot of times we keep our image like inside the shape. I like how that comes off
Yes,
of it.
right. It adds
Yeah.
a little. It pulls it into the background better,
Yeah.
and makes it feel less formal. When it's inside the shape all the time, it always feels very. Oh, we're right where we're supposed to be, which is okay. But sometimes you just it's a cocktail. we're getting feeling loose here, so we're getting it outside the focal point. Which you're right. I think that's a great idea on that. Well done, Liz. Hey, woo 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 from Wisconsin
Yay.
again. This is one I never would have thought using a sailboat with these parameters, but it
It makes
works.
sense when you see the card though. I love that
It
greeting.
does. It does. I'm nuts for you. I know, it's so cute. And look at how she's got her little rainbow peeking out from the back.
Yeah.
Very smart. Very smart. And she's got her stenciled clouds. She pulled it off.
Yep. I like it.
Used it great. But I never would have thought of a boat.
No?
I thought that was so clever. I liked it. So thank you, Kay. Karen Chester from Nevada put in her 7th in a row. Now, this is obviously, I'm thinking, it must be for a child. And
Probably.
when I look at this, I go, boy, wouldn't that be a fun card for a little girl to get?
Yes.
And she's got she's got shine on there with the metallic paper that really makes it a little more fancy.
Yeah.
And she separated the horse or the unicorn from the sentiment, which made it a little more fancy, and it actually takes up the space better, I think.
I think so too.
But
And I like how she used 2 different strips for
mhm,
the
if it worked.
background strip on the sketch. Yeah.
Yep, that's a great little thing. Just those little things can make such a
Yeah.
big difference in the overall design of a card. It's very cool.
Yep.
That was a fun one, Karen. Thank you. Larissa, I forgot the I in your name. Larissa Woolley, I'm sorry. It's just Larissa. Larissa, how are you doing? When I looked at this one, I thought it looked like I was looking through like an iron gate or something, a wrought
Yeah.
iron gate to the secret garden where there was beautiful skies, and I went immediately into some kind of literal kind of literature for children kind of thing. The secret garden. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
look, I found the secret gate. So I thought it was just a fun little experience to look at this card and enjoy it.
It's so
Very fun.
cheerful. Like you can't look at this
Mhm.
card and not smile.
Not with
It's-
smiling clouds.
It just makes you smile.
That's right. You've got smiling clouds. How can you not smile at a cloud? Just think if it had grumpy clouds. It would immediately make you feel angry.
Maybe. But I think the smiling clouds and how the rainbow pops off the black, it's just
Yeah.
fun.
Again.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's very charming. Very lovely, Larissa. I'm sorry about your eye. Shelley Gentry sent in her first submission. Okay, there's 3. There's 3 of these girls. There's Shelley, there's Brenda, and then Heidi. I can't think of her last name. And they're all family. And now they're all sending in cards to Craft Roulette, which is so fun.
Nice.
I like family stories. She sent, but this is her first submission, and it's your run-of-the-mill mermaid bear.
It's just
you
your
see those all the time.
Bear. Yeah.
Just run-of-the-mill, another mermaid bear. Isn't that adorable? With her little stenciled fins and
That's super
her little
cute.
scales. It's just adorable. And look at her face. I thought that was so. She's got pink all across her face like she's sunburned.
That's cute. I like
Very,
how she
very
cut
fun.
the greeting into a shell.
You're
Gotta go
right.
with the
I
beach
didn't even
theme.
notice that. Smart.
That's nice.
See, I didn't even notice that. That's a great touch. She's got the sketch. She's got stencils. She's got rainbow colors and a mermaid bear. Of course.
Very cute.
Oh, thank you guys. When Heidi went, I think maybe that's the sister. First submission, again, very, very attractive. So different from Mermaid Bear.
Yes.
And just another, and look where she put her strips. She's got the one right across the middle, which is fine because it's all interpretive. And the flowers are just really pretty too. I think the whole card works together.
It looks very watercolored,
really well
like her strips across and up and down. I wonder if she watercolored that.
Very well could. Do you ever watercolor and then cut it up into?
No.
Not too much. It's time.
No.
Yeah. It's really fun. I love to watercolor and then just let it dry and then die cut it.
I love the look of watercolor, but I usually don't have the patience to make it happen.
We're going to work on you, Jessica.
Someday.
We're going to work on you. Let's encourage her. It's not that hard. It really doesn't even take that much patience. You just have to, but you like to have your place cleaned up, so that might, you would need to have a spot.
I don't want to wait for it to dry, so.
You would have to have I'm going to do this, but I'm doing it on purpose, and it's going to go right here in this neat little tidy spot while it dries, and I will do it first, and if you had planned for it, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
You just have to devise a plan.
Someday.
Yeah, someday. Susan Smurf Murphy, another silhouette, very effective. She said she broke into her stash. Do you remember mulberry paper?
Yes, I was just going to say, I haven't seen mulberry paper in years.
I have just this little tiny piece of it left. I always liked it at Christmas cards with nativity scenes.
So pretty.
So pretty. So pretty.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so cool it was one of my favorite things to teach too, because I'd say, "Oh, now how do you cut this? How do you cut this?" And just taking a water brush.
Yeah.
Then it would just rip, and all the fibers would be also.
And it looked different every time.
Every time. So that was a fun thing I'm glad you busted your stash on that one, Susan Smurf Murphy. I'm still not going to use my mulberry paper until I find new mulberry paper, because it's one of those little tiny things that I just want to keep a hold of. But great card, and thank you for the memory. Kim Blackburn, who I tried to make Karen Blackburn. I think Karen sounds good with that last name too, though. But anyway, she sent in her first submission, and she sent in a cute card with the rainbow paper. And she stenciled in some really happy little balloons. Balloons are another thing that are always happy.
Yes.
Is that same embossing folder, do you think, on the strip? The
pink
one?
I actually know Kim.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's the same embossing folder. I love on the, how she used that shape instead of the rectangle, and how there's pastel stars on there.
Yes, it's really
so
cute.
And
then she's got all those little tiny pieces. I don't know if those are gems or embellishments, or if they're just paper hole punches, but little confetti pieces. It's very cheerful and very, very happy card.
Yeah, very fun.
Yep, great card for a happy birthday card. Well done, and welcome to Craft Roulette. Sue Brooks, and in her card she said that the flowers were not as pastel as she had thought, but I think they're a light color.
That's
Yellow is such a light color, it's fine. Now, if you had that intensity with red, it would have been no go, and the craft police would have been at your door. But demanding cookies and good things to eat. But that's how you pay your fines with the Craft Roulette police. It's with cookies. I thought it was really pretty. I thought the pattern in the background.
Yeah, this one makes me ooh and ah a little bit. I know that it was pastels, but I am a brights girl, so I like how bright it is.
Bright pastels are still pastels.
Yep.
Yeah. And it gives you a moment, too, on the focal point underneath the flowers, because she's got the echoing of the background. And it gives you a moment to go, wait, is that all from one piece? But no, I don't think so.
Right.
She just did it in lighter version. But again, you've got some
I
white
also do.
to rest.
I like the greeting on the strip again.
Mm-hmm. Good use of space.
Yep.
Yeah, yep. But it had her baffled. So good for you, Sue, for keeping at it. And these doggone parameters get in your head. And it's hard to let it go too sometimes. It's like, okay, now wait, I've got to do this, and you just go about your day and you go, oh wait, no, I got to do this one. Yeah. So those darn parameters, I warned you guys, this is addictive and pervasive. It's like an noxious weed some days. Okay, we've got Crafty Al, who did a process video on her Crafty Al, and on this card. And do we love it?
We love it.
We love
Fabulous.
She's got vellum. Do you see it?
I especially love. This is a trend that I've seen that I have not done, but I love how the white greeting embossed on the black cardstock stands out against the colorful background.
Yeah.
I love that look.
Yeah, I do too.
And look, she used vellum.
She did. She just went sneaking right in there
to get behind it.
Yep. And she did the process video on this too, so you can watch her do it. But she said it spoke to her. But these parameters, she knew. I think she had this in Friday night too. So it was pretty impressive. Old Crafty Al, she's a good girl. She's a lot of fun.
She's very crafty.
Yes, she is truly crafty. Crafty Al. Thank you, Crafty Al. We love it. Georgia Miller from Minnesota said she did not have a rainbow stamp or card or die, so she made it like I did it, just cut it out and sponging above it. It's a pretty easy way to do it. I'm glad that you got the tip. And then you've got these little pretty butterflies flying all over. They're so pretty. They're so pretty, and she's got a little ribbon there too. And I don't think maybe she tied the bow around the ribbon. I don't think she tied the bow at the end of the two pieces. Yeah.
I don't know how she did it, but her bow looks pretty impressive. I can never tie a bow that lays the right way like that.
Have you ever tried like holding the prongs and the forks and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've tried all kinds of things, and usually I just go with a knot because it's easier.
Well, but you don't like liquid glue. Sometimes I do enhance my bows with a little bit of glue to tell them. It's kind of like using mousse in hair.
It makes sense.
Tells them where they need to go a little better. So, anyway, Georgia, thank you. Anna Christopherson sent in this card from Colorado. Look at her envelope. Girl, there's another way. Now, would that be easier?
Yeah.
Than sticking paper on it?
It is. I've actually done that before where I've embossed the envelope flap, but not for a long time.
Yep. That's a
fun.
Good thing to bring back. And this
is another cheerful card.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
That's going to make you smile.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Sending you sunshine and rainbows. I think it's a good one. And all her little stenciling in the background and everything, just all the colors work really well. They stand out from each other. Everybody plays nicely together. It's just a really pretty card. Strong.
Sweet.
Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis from Pennsylvania sent in this card. Now this is kind of like 5Ks to me in that she put some things together that I would not have thought of, but it's okay. It works fine. And I love that. That's one of your Stampin' Up stamps, that little kangaroo.
It is. And I love kangaroos. Cute. They're my favorite animal.
They're so fun.
So sweet to watch.
They are. I hear they're mean though if they go to kick you.
Like, well, I wouldn't want to be in a cage with them or anything, but
no, I wouldn't want to get out.
Yeah, we have been at the zoos where you walk through and they're like just hopping around you, but we've never had one. Usually they hop away; they don't come closer to you. So
yeah. But the little Joey popping out there, just being so cute, so cute. I like this card. And one of the things that somebody said in the group was, "Ellen, did you draw the little lines around the outside?" And she did.
She
So
did? That's
yes.
amazing.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah,
cute?
love the doodles.
Yeah, the little heart. She breaks and does the little heart, and she breaks and then does the EKG thing, and then she breaks and
I
does
like
another
it.
little heart. So, really pretty. I thought it was a very fun card. Like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ellen. Yep, Patty loves it. So does
That's
Christina.
sweet.
Yep, it's a good card. This is sweet. Heidi Ryan from Washington. I can't believe this is her 5th submission already. She did some stenciling with the clouds. You can see them better. I read it first and I went, where are they? But they're down at the bottom of the focal point. Pardon me. Ginormous raindrops. Very fun. Can you imagine getting hit on the head with one of those? And she's got
It
her
would knock
little.
out that bird for sure.
No, it would not be. That bird would be down on the ground before you know it. Instant bath. She's got her little sentiment on the strip too, and used the
Very
little
cute.
pattern paper. Yeah, and look how she used the pattern paper in both places
Yeah,
for the mat. That carries it over really pretty.
it does.
Yeah, cute little puppy. Little guy, he's pretty happy about being up there with the balloon. But I would be like, he's cute. Very cute card, Heidi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lee Kendall from Alberta. Now, I know Lee, and I know she does not like cutting things out, and she had to cut this one out. So I was real proud of you for doing it, Lee, because I know it's not your jam. She also said that she doesn't like pastels. Now, Lee
Oh.
and I have been working together at Fun University for a while now, and she just keeps going, I didn't know I'd like that, or I thought I liked that, but I don't think I do like that, and so she's been doing a lot of creative discovery about her own taste, and
That's good.
it's been a very fun thing to be able to walk along with her and let her be discovering these things and just trying new things. She's been very brave, trying lots of new things, and I like that. I like seeing people do that. That's why I want you to watercolor. It's just like just try those new things. It's gonna be okay.
I have watercolored. It's just not my favorite thing to do. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the list.
Okay.
I do not like to cut things out either. So the fact that she cut out the butterfly is impressive. I'm trying to see, did she emboss the pattern that is her butterfly and then, like put the color over it?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Kind of like an emboss resist?
Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like it.
It's
pretty. Really pretty. The butterfly wings are just really pretty.
Yeah.
And soft. Look at how they bleed together.
Yeah.
Lee,
and look at she rounded her
some
corners
answers
too up on the top.
Oh, she sure did. And that looks really nice with the butterfly wings, kind of echoing the soft round corners. Very smart. Very smart. Lee, we need some answers. Let us know. Thank you. Jennifer Hunstad from Minnesota. Beautiful card. Really nice. She did a stencil of the sun rays on the little strip there. But she's got the nice little rainbow to brighten your day, little clouds. I think the pattern paper is the blue. And look at her rounded corner. How many?
I know. I was just noticing that just up in the one corner, so that all of those corners match. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So it just goes.
This is another cheerful card for sure.
Very cheerful, very sweet. And 12 submissions. My gosh, she sometimes sends in a card along with a young man that she cares for, a 12-year-old, and sometimes he'll send in a card too when she's got him on a Friday night. It's very fun. Nice. So I'm sure she just must cheer him up too. I mean, she's just got that kind of a little I'm happy kind of vibe, and so I bet they have a good time together. So thank you, Jennifer. Bonnie Nack sent in her first card from Minnesota. Anywhere. This is her first card. Used a stencil to make the rainbow colors in the background. Isn't that a pretty background? Woo! And a die for the sunshine. And I suppose a little the little dragonfly too. And you did a nice job there, Bonnie. I like it. I like it very much. Yeah, you've got some gems in there, giving it a little
I'm
bit more
always
bloom.
impressed by people who can add gems like that too, because there truly is an art to placing them so they look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Usually when
You
I
can
use
mess
them,
them
it
up.
looks like I accidentally spilled gems all over my card or something. They don't look as cohesive as they could.
It's funny.
I like how hers kind of flow, like they make your eye go across the card.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very
Yep.
nice.
This is. It's very well thought out card. And we're welcoming you to Craft Roulette. Glad to have you. Ava Bellin from Florida. She used the rainbow colors in the card, in the pattern paper. And then she had holograph paper for that die, which is, always fun to look at. And look at how she did her sentiment.
I love that. The color in the color.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was a cool thing. And look how she did her gems then. She's got 3, and she's got them has them kind of snuggled up near the focal point. So that you've got them, so that they're either going to make you spread out your eye, or they're going to bring you into where you want your eye to be. Yeah. So I tend to want it a little closer to the focal point. That's my own kind of bias, but that's how I like it. So very good. Thank you, Ava. Rose Duberstein from Arizona. It's 18 submissions, but she's been with us since early on. She's got rounded corners too. And
yes, she does.
I think that's glitter paper underneath. Another one where you've got some gold on with pastels, which I think missed me somewhere or other. And but I like it. It's very sweet. Yeah. I think it's a sweet card.
It is a sweet card. And I always like when you use like a black sentiment that pops off the color in the background.
Yeah. It really does stand out. I have trouble when it's pastel on pastel for sentiments. It's just like, I don't know. It's just a little snoozy. But I always appreciate when you've got something that says, yes, you must look at this right here. But at the same time, not being so bossy that it slaps you in the face. But does say, yeah, I'm important. Look at me. Yeah. Thank you, Rose. Mary, okay, you want to try that last name?
Chizzy?
Chizzy is what I was guessing. Chizzy, we hope. It's a cute name. It's got to be short for something. But first submission, darling card. Another one of those circle backgrounds. Those are very popular with the blending the circle backgrounds.
Yeah.
But really effective. I made a card last night with circle background. And very effective. It's really fun to have. Just a stencil with circles.
Yeah.
And then she's got the lines instead of circles for her strip, and that's a cute darn little dragon. He's just cute.
It is. I like how she carried the circles through to her, the 2 pieces behind the dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, that's Stampin' Up! Stuff, she said. It's Stampin' Up! Inks. Oh. So, very cute. And then those little, it's got to be, that dragon has to be Puff. Look at those little puffs coming out of his, Puff the Magic Dragon. Yep. Here's her. Very cute. Mary, welcome to Craft Roulette. We're so glad to have you. Jackie Rip. That is not how you don't say Rippy. Rip. And she wrote down 43 as fast as I race as fast as I can behind the front under Patty. Jackie, thank you for this card and all those 43 cards that you've sent in. Oh my gosh, that just means the world to us. You said you had a little trouble with the stenciling. You know what I like on this in particular is those stenciled leaves on the stripes of color. I think that's really a nice touch. And then look how she has the sentiment on each little color.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And I have problems stenciling too. I don't do that very often either. But even if you watched the actual Craft Roulette when I was making my card, my stencil was all over the place. Oh. So you really, you know what I mean? Like you really have to tape it down in place so that it stays.
There is one thing that people do for stencils that I think is really brilliant is they'll put the card down, they'll put the stencil on top, and then they'll take some tape, and instead of taping on top, I thought while you were doing that, while you were struggling, I thought, no, why bother
Yeah.
helping her? But just stencil it on the back, and so
Yes.
you're not going to pull anything pretty off the front of your
Right.
card. But that
That makes
holds
sense.
it
I
really,
also don't have
yeah.
any tape like that in my craft room.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I used Post-it notes, because that's what I had handy. But maybe I
Well,
need tape in here.
This is just masking tape from Lowe's. There's
Yeah.
nothing fancy about it. I have purple tape, and I don't. It was just, to me, it's expensive masking tape.
Yeah.
So I just get this stuff from Lowe's. I do have it though, but now it's kind of like, I don't know. I just use masking tape. I'm pretty white bread, plain vanilla kind of girl. So, but anyway, Jackie, thank you so much for 43 submissions, girl. Kiss your brain.
Wow.
It's good. That's good stuff. We appreciate you. Melissa Faust from Minnesota sent in her first submission. Now, there's one of those mats in the background that's shaped like you had mentioned earlier. And do you think that one's maybe watercolored?
It looks like it.
It does, doesn't it? Very pretty.
It does look like it.
Mm-hmm. And then she's got the circles look like they're layered too. I think they're just like a die that has nesting circles, and then probably just cut it in half. I thought it was really clever.
That's a great idea.
Nice card. And her stenciling.
And I like
the
the white embossed greeting on the black. Really pops.
Yeah, it is. It's a good thing. And one thing that I like to do on that is a bunch of them at one time.
That makes sense.
Of course, use your little heating thing, and then you can just have them in a bag, and then you only have to make the mess once or a couple times. Anyway, really pretty card. Thank you, Melissa, and thank you for your sweet note. She emailed me last night. I said something, and then she emailed me, and it was very sweet. I appreciated it. Thank you so much, and welcome to Craft Roulette. Kimberly Cronauer from California, her 9th submission, but she's been watching since episode 33. I cannot believe how faithful you guys are. I really appreciate you guys. You blow my mind. And I love having you join us so often. She used scraps of the pastel color cardstock, stamped a simple rainbow and stenciled clouds using white craft ink for her clouds. And that's really popular too. Gina Kay's been doing that a bunch. She's been putting a lot of white ink on craft and then using colored pencils to color them. So that's been one of her things lately. Real pretty. Your strip of papers are just really nice. You chose great colors. Your rainbow is just charming, and Oh Happy Day is a good thing.
Yes.
Can you do that without singing? You know that song? Oh, happy.
I'm not going to sing for you, but in my head, I'm singing. I do tend to break out in song all the time when I hear things.
Yes.
True.
Yeah, when you read that, it's
Yep. Now that song will be in my head all afternoon.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You'll be walking around. Yep. I can hear it. All right. Thank you so much, Kimberly. We appreciate you being with us. Carolee Crabb from Wisconsin. Now, she used vellum to soften those colors because you can see that they are not pastel.
Yeah.
They are bold. But smart
bold.
move. She went ahead and used the pastel or pastelized them. There you go. With vellum.
Yep.
So well done. Very smart. 15 submissions. Are you kidding me? How can that be? But very smart choice there, Carolee. Cute little card. I appreciate its simplicity. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. Well done. Jackie Muller from Whyalla, Australia. There's the gold with the pastels again. Didn't see that one
That's
coming.
Pretty.
And those flags really make it a nice little design statement too. Those are pretty stencils. She did a great job on that.
Yeah, the background almost looks like a bunch of little rainbows.
It does, doesn't it? So many.
Yeah.
A lot of thought. Maybe it was just Do you think sometimes when you know you're supposed to be doing certain things that you end up picking things that support those things without really going, okay, I'm going to put all these things together? To me, it's more
Sometimes,
serendipitous.
yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
at least it happens to me. I'm not that clever, but I let my subconscious do some work there. So anyway, really nice, Jackie. I like it. I like it very much. Very pretty. Nicola, Nicola, pardon me, Rosendale from Leeds, England. Her first submission. Beautiful card. I'm going to let you talk about this while I cough.
Absolutely. I love how truly used pastel colors to make the little rainbows along each side. That's really pretty. I also wish I could take a closer look at her flowers in person because it almost looks like she embossed the flower with white embossing powder on colored cardstock. It's really pretty.
You know, you're right.
And she did a little sponging on the bottom of her circle greeting, which is nice.
Lots of very subtle details that really make that special. Yeah. You are absolutely right. I had not noticed that about the flowers. I looked at those flowers and went, there's something special about them, but I don't know what. I think that's it. I think she must have just sponged like Versamark on it and then just...
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks really pretty.
It's very clever. And, you know, there are some... I ended up... Because I thought, well, Leeds, England, I wonder what she sounds like. So I looked up a dialect and accent channel on YouTube. I'll put it in the group because it's really good. And you can hear how different people speak. And Leeds, because we have like Leeds and Colchester and Essex, and they all have different accents. So, and all of my accents are bad. So, and they intertwine. I can go within one sentence. I can do 5 different accents unintentionally, but I do appreciate when people do have accents and can do accents. I think they're amazing. So, anyway, thank you and welcome. I'm really glad to have learned. I know what you talk like. Maybe. Anyway, it's fun. I'll put it in the group. It's a really cool channel. Carol Zanquinetti sent in this cool little card. Look at the rainbow come out of the boot. Doggone it. Isn't that just the darn cutest idea? And one little thing that I thought was very helpful to me is that she's got the ground on the card so that it doesn't just float. And I thought that was kind of a good little final touch to have it actually touching something. So, cute little sentiment. No matter the weather, we're in it together. They were so cute. I would wear those.
Yeah.
I would. I'd really wear those if they were blue. But very cute. We're glad to have you, Carol. Thank you so much. Cute card. Lori Carlson now serving Mr. Unicorn his drink. First submission from Minnesota. We love it.
Fun.
Great use of stencil on with the brushing again. Oh my gosh, we've had so many pretty stencils. But look at that striped drink.
I want
Is
that
that
drink.
Adorable?
Actually, it really makes me want to go get some Hawaiian shave ice after this. That's what it reminds me of.
Do you think it has multiple flavors? Like you've got the grape layer and the lavender layer and this lemon and watermelon, mint? No, guava. I don't know what those top.
I don't know. I like pistachio flavoring, so I don't know. Maybe that would be a green.
Pistachio. Yes, pistachio. I'm in. Let's go for the ice.
Yeah,
I think it's cute. Look at all the little sparkles on her sentiment.
Yep.
Isn't that
very
just adds
fun?
So much fun and playfulness. I really thought that was adorable. Thank you, Lori. We're really glad to have you, and looks like you will fit right in. A lot of sparkle. Elaine A. from Utah also is another first submission. We had a lot of nice new people join us this week. Cool stencil. Look at that thing with the little lines in it. I'm not sure. I'm also curious about this one, Elaine. If you could tell us what that stencil looks like, or if you did something to make those little lines in the stencil. Because I like
it. It almost has a tie-dye look.
Yes, yes, a good point.
Yeah.
You could do this with a hippie thing. For a
Yeah.
hippie card, a hippie theme? Wow, far out, it's your birthday. Uh, yeah, you're right. That's
Yep.
absolutely right. I wonder if that is something what it's supposed to be. I've never seen one quite like that, but I thought that was very
Yeah, I
clever.
don't know.
Clever.
I also
Can't
like how
talk,
she
but
used grass for her strip for the sketch.
yep, yep,
Clever.
yep. Using a die for the instead of just a straight line
Yeah.
or ribbon. Or what else have we seen? I mean, pattern paper, we've seen it all.
Yeah.
So many ideas. And she also has a shaped focal point.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, and has a little bit of backing of black backing. So
Yeah.
that pops it up again more than if it was yellow or
Right.
something else. It would have blended in more, but that really pops it up. So good, so good. Leslie Herman from Kimball. I think that's Texas, but I can't remember for sure.
Oh.
So in this card, she used Crafter's Workshop stencil. You did a lot of stenciling on that to get that many different colors. That's really fun. And it almost looks like a straw.
It does. So wait, did she stencil the background on this?
I think so. Workshop
That's
stencil.
crazy.
I think so. Maybe on some. So I'm wondering if it was some pattern paper with a little gray grid on it.
Maybe.
Then she stenciled over it with all those colors. How many colors are there? There's 1, 2,
5?
3, 4. Okay, if I just take a small section, there's green, there's dark pink, there's light pink, and there's yellow. So there's and there's blue.
And blue.
So 5 colors. Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot. I wonder if she just moved them around or how she did it.
I don't know.
Leslie
But it looks
Herman,
great.
you have us asking questions and scratching our heads. Oh my gosh, you guys.
She said just the sentiment. So the love is what she stenciled.
Oh, is she here?
I think in the comments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, good. Good. So that
Oh,
was the
that's
paper.
fun.
It was pattern paper. Oh,
Pattern
well,
paper.
good. I was a
Okay.
little nervous.
So I'm
you
wondering, do you
had
have an
skills like-
actual love stencil, or is it letters that you can make whatever word you want? Because that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be, they're awfully straight.
They are.
I don't know. Looks like a turnaround stencil. It does, doesn't it? But it wasn't. Yeah. Okay. Well, let us know about that love because we're kind of curious about that
Fun
too.
card.
But it's really cute. A lot of fun on there. A lot of fun
Yeah.
on that card. Thank you so much, Leslie. Oh, she was on the phone. She just
Perfect
joined us.
timing.
All right. Well, let us know on that love. I think I'm guessing the stencil. This is Buell's card. It's her 14th submission. Look at the texture on that paper.
That's
It's just
neat.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
really
that was cool.
striking behind the silhouette.
Yeah, and this another silhouette. They are those little Swedish stars. She did use a stencil on the words. Well done. Well done. Yeah, but was it a letter? Was it letter stencil that you did individually, or was it the word? At one
Stencil
word.
of words. So yeah, maybe it was the love word.
Mm-hmm.
I like the stencil.
But I thought
look
this
of
was real
letters.
pretty.
So
Yeah.
do you know what this says, this card?
It says not everything is black or white. There's a whole rainbow in between.
Nice.
I read it to myself out loud in my best Swedish chef accent. It was really bad. But and then I thought, there's a really good chance I'm saying a word that would be a naughty word. I don't have any idea what naughty words are in Swedish, and I don't want to misread one. So I'm not going to reenact that moment. But it was my best Swedish chef. But it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful, Buell. I like it.
Yes.
As always. Nancy Elric from Calgary, Canada, sent in this. This one looks like your style.
Definitely.
Clean and easy and simple and beautiful. I liked it very much. Right to the point. great card for making like cards for soldiers and just getting a lot of cards out into the mails. You're not going to hear me do it, Christina. I'm going to have to get a dialect channel for Swedish, and then maybe I'll learn how to say something.
Yeah.
It would be very bad. It would probably sound like it had a little bit of a Kansas accent. So, I don't know. Anyway, I thought this was a very attractive card.
It is.
Very
I like how
right to
she
the
added
point
the 3 little
and very
elements
nice.
on each corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Yep. Really a sweet little sentiment. I like the stamp on that a lot. Cute. It was cute. Kimberly Watson sent in her first card, and she did an ombre. I think it's on glitter paper.
Yeah.
Or
so
she used a rainbow.
Kimberly is a
glitter
friend
paper.
of mine, and when she showed me this card, I said, "Why did I not think to use rainbow glimmer paper?" That's what the background is. It comes like that.
Aha!
It comes rainbow, and it's shiny.
Well, you were just waiting for somebody else, like Kimberly, to use it. You didn't want to steal her thunder. You knew it instinctively.
That's right.
Yes, very thoughtful.
It's beautiful.
No, I think it is. It's really cool. She said she enjoyed the event. We're glad that you did, and we always love to have you come back, especially when you send in cards and they're pretty like this.
Yeah. So she did a little different interpretation of the sketch also by putting the strip that way, I think, instead of having it the long way.
On the short side. Yep. She did it the short way instead of the long way, and that's just perfectly fine.
Yep.
Just absolutely perfectly fine, because it's all a creative expression, and we just don't hold you back on that one.
That's right.
So unless it's just wacky crazy off, and then we talk about it anyway and go, now what were they thinking? Can you describe what you were thinking? And if you can, then bully, we're all in for you. But really pretty. I like that sentiment. You are the best, right there on the postage stamp. Little focal point and things. Very well done. Love it. Thank you, Kimberly. Welcome to Craft Roulette. Lynn Springle or Joel. That's a Stampin' Up! Little snail.
It is so
very
cute.
Cute. So cute. And she's got, look at her little 3 embellishments or little gems there. She's got 2 down at the bottom and 1 at the top. Yep, spreading it out, keeping it in, spreading it out. Looks like she did her little dot dash.
Yes, I was just going to say that. Little doodling on hers too.
You know, if you were ever needed to send a secret message, you could do dot dash Morse code. I saw that on Madam Secretary. She was a hostage, and she was tapping out with her finger while she was a hostage, and she was tapping out Morse code. So you could do a secret message in Morse code.
Yeah.
Just saying. I might have to do that. It'd be fun. That whole series. You know, you could have, stamping companies, why not? You could do Morse code stamps with a letter.
That's
or Braille. I was helping some of my phonics students learn some Braille because we read a book about a kid that had to learn Braille, and they were so fascinated by it because they had trouble reading, and so to be able to translate that into reading with their fingers, with not seeing what they were reading, was totally fascinating to them. But you could do that also with like a punch or something.
You could.
So
I have
if
a
you
friend
did
who
have
makes
somebody
cards with Braille for the greeting.
For visually impaired people?
Yeah.
That's neat. I've also heard about somebody who knew somebody that was visually impaired, and they would take like Elmer's glue and outline stamp images, and so that it had a ridge, and so they could see the image with their fingers, and that was another way to do it. So anyway, kind of, it's for everybody. Never knew, but I thought this was adorable, and it's a Wisconsin girl.
Yeah,
it's really cute. We thank you so much. Lena Marie from Missouri said she's still on flapping. Last week was flapping, a card with flaps. So she's got butterflies with flaps. And look at all those pretty colors in her hugs. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Very nice. Very nice. Looks like it's shiny too. I don't think it is, but I think it was just the way the light was on it. But
Yeah.
And then she's got the really pretty soft stenciling behind that. Remind me of the card with the bright yellow flowers.
Yeah.
Made me think of that.
Yeah, and
I
then
like
she
it.
cut out all those little butterflies.
I know. She's a silly girl that way. She's
That's
a friend of mine.
impressive.
Yeah, she did a good job. Even their little antenna.
Yeah.
Well done, Marie. Diana Borsboom, let's just take a moment and go, oh my gosh, look at
Wow.
this. I know.
Wow.
I know. It's just really remarkable. She really put a lot into that. Blows my mind. She's got a little sentiment on her strip too.
Yeah. I love the
Very
shimmer
subtle.
of the center kind of cutout sentiment.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And just the way the colors all bleed together. I thought it was just outstanding.
And the center gems
Yep.
on the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So many little
So
details.
many small details. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then even clouds on her rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the colors just are so. I envy being
Very
able
pretty.
to make those that kind of coloring. I thought it was just so pretty.
Yeah.
Very, very nice, Diana. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Sylvia Podrozic. I'm not sure where the accent is. Sylvia is great for tagging Craft Roulette Challenge or Craft Roulette or Merry Gun Fun in Instagram. I'm always finding her in there. She'll put us in their stories and stuff like that. It's really very thoughtful and helpful. Details on this, very subtle details are going on that make this really a very cool card. I'll name three.
Okay.
The scallopy edge, easy to overlook. Follow it with the scallopy edge on the strip. The rainbow is off center.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then she's got the little raindrops. Boom, boom, boom. Three little details that could easily have been missed and just made straight, forgotten.
She also sponged her edges.
Yes. Yes.
So like along the waves, she had a little extra ink to make it stand out even more. Very nice.
There's just a lot of things that go into that. And she stenciled those dots on the strip.
Wow.
I know. There's some crazy good stuff going on here. I like it, Sylvia. Thank you so much. Janet Bolt from Florida. Sorry we don't edit, but loved your card. And I thought that what a really fun thing that I'd never thought of are the gems at the top.
Yeah.
And the vellum balloons.
Yeah, and that center part looks popped up.
It does. It does.
Fun.
I don't know how you could not see that, though. I don't know how you'd not see the... Oh, I see. I see. She did. It's like it's like a spotlight card. She cut it out and popped up that center. Okay. And then popped up the center. Oh, that's very clever.
Yeah.
Even better than I thought. And then the happy birthday, I got a feeling that may be stenciled, kind of like Jennifer had done. A happy birthday. Because they're cool letters. I like the texture in them a lot.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, looking closer, it almost looks like she hand drew her rainbow lines. Get out your compass for that one.
Colored it. Yeah, that's right. Or a lot of plates. A lot of different size plates. So, and cups and glasses. But really cute. I like all the hand touches on that a lot.
Yeah.
All the details. Thank you, Janet. We're glad to have you. Don Quadling from Thetford, UK. I don't think did I look up Thetford? I don't think so. She said it was the first time she got it done in the 48-hour window that we give you. First submission, congratulations. Cute little sentiment with the recipe for a brilliant birthday. And some more dragons. I didn't know we were going to get dragons either this week. And we've gotten several. They're very cute, though. And
I guess they go with rainbows a lot, I think.
Yeah, I don't think of dragons very often, so I'm always surprised when they show up.
Now that I see them.
But I like them. Yeah.
And she did a strip of glimmer paper too.
She did, you're right. And she rounded corners too.
Yep.
Yeah, and she used the paper that had the rainbows, which is very clever. Very nice. You guys are doing a great job. Good night, nurse. Nora LaCroix from Illinois sent in a really pretty card. 8th submission. She's got her stenciled sunshine.
I love that.
And I'm guessing do you think the rainbows are paper?
No, I think she stamps the rainbows.
Do you think so? Oh.
I think so.
Then she's got the little holograph strips.
Yeah.
Paper. Just a cool way to use expensive paper. Without wasting it. And then she's got the sun all popped up, which adds a little dimension and very fun.
Yeah.
You bring the sunshine. Put it right there on the sun. That's very clever too. Thank you, Nora. I like it. It's Fulling. She told me it's Fulling. I think I got it right. Fulling Mays from Oregon. She did pastel rainbow butterflies with polka dot stencil.
Beautiful. I did see this one before, and so many great details. She said that she used the baby wipe technique.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, for stamping the butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
To give them the rainbow color.
Very pretty. Do you want to describe that? Because I don't think I've ever done it.
So you basically just kind of stack up some baby wipes, and then you take like a ink refill and drop some different colors of ink on the baby wipes, so the ink kind of spreads out and gives you multicolored stamp pad that then you can, you just use it like a stamp pad. You put your stamp on it to ink it up, and then every time you put your stamp on it, you get the ink in a little bit different place. So you maybe want to wash your stamp in between using it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But she had actually shared a few more cards that she made because she didn't want to waste extra ink on her baby wipe. So you can, you can only use it for so long, but you might as well use as much of it as you can. So
absolutely.
Very pretty.
No, I think, and look at the detail on the filigree around the mat.
Yeah.
Ooh, very pretty. Elaine, we're glad that you shared all of the cards, and this is very pretty. Well done. Stacy Burns from New York this is her 2nd submission. And she's got all sorts of little fun bling things in this card that, like on the kitty cat claws, she's got some little bling. And then she's got these little rectangular bling things that I've never even seen before.
I was going to say, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a cool little rod. It reminds me of something in microbiology. But it's a cool little thing. She said she didn't have a stencil, so she was resourceful. And she tore a piece of paper, which I applaud. I thought that was great.
Very crafty.
So I like the embossing folder with the kitty paws. That's really cute.
Yeah.
My kitty's paws he usually has his little claws out and trying to dig into my flesh. Every morning we have flesh fights. I go, no. He tries not to hurt me, but every once in a while he'll just get a little. But nice job, Stacy. I'm so glad you joined us. Yay. Danica is Ava's daughter, and she's from Georgia. They sometimes have her daughter join us too, who's only 6, and it makes darling cards. So I thought this was very cute with the background with the rainbows, and she's got some shimmer on them, which adds a little bling and a little interest. Use just a great big sentiment, which is really a nice one too. And then what did she use for her strips?
It almost
kind of cording.
Cording, that's the word. I was like, it looks twiny, but not twine. Cording.
Right.
I don't think I have any cording.
I don't think I do either.
Nice.
But it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks real cool. If you didn't have something, you could even use like wire. I used to love wire cords
yeah.
when I was a kid because they were colorful. I thought
Yeah.
transistors too were very pretty. Anything with color. Very nice, Danica. Thank you so much. Mary Neighbor, 31 submissions. Mary's been with us from almost the get-go.
Yay.
She's also been with us part of the time because of COVID. She's been home and not being able to go to her grandkids' hockey games all the time. So looks like you're back in the swing of things too with that, and that's good. That's a good reason not to be here. But really cute card. She, I think that's a die that she cut the rainbow out of, and she's got lots of shimmer on it.
Yes, I like the shimmer.
And then that's the inside. Yep, and she's got the inside. She also posts a lot in her little group of positive memes, so that this goes right along with her personality.
Nice.
Just a little sunshine, that girl is. Thank you, Mary Neighbor. Katie Taylor, one of our guest crafters, and she's also going to be a guest on our first Craft Roulette scrapbooking event on May 1st. I know, it's pretty darn fun. We're going to have a tech call on Wednesday tomorrow. I'm excited about it. We have gamified scrapbooking. Just like Craft Roulette has gamified card making, we have come up with, we're not telling anybody how it works yet, but we have made scrapbooking a game. So if you don't think you couldn't scrapbook, you might be able to. Anyway, Katie's going to join us. Katie, don't ask Katie. Katie doesn't know yet. These sweet girls, we just go, you want to do this with us? And they go, yeah, what is it? And we're going, we're not going to tell you. Okay, we'll do it anyway. So it's great. But we're looking forward to it. This is a funny little stamp. I forgive you for being younger than me. Not really. Mm-hmm. Very cute. And fun little stenciling in the background. It kind of looks like your style too.
It does, and I like the little strip of glimmer, blue glimmer paper. I like that.
Adds a lot. Adds a lot. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Katie. Looking forward to talking to you tomorrow. Okay, here's the one. She said she was hoping the Craft Roulette police wouldn't get her, so I got my vellum out so I can look at it. Oh yeah, it's fine. That's very pastel-y. Anyway, Janet Covington, you better get those cookies ready. We're going to come get you. You live in Maryland. I've never been there either. So, anyway, it is bright and very fun. You've got some pastel things going on too.
Yeah, her background is bright, but there's a lot of pastel. Yeah. The Rainbow of Cups looks more pastel to me.
Right. I think that's fine with that. It looks, and it's rainbowy. Yeah. And make cards, but my favorite hobby is collecting stamps, art supplies, and colorful things. It goes along with that. So very cute, very clever. 5 submissions. Get those cookies ready for the Craft Roulette police. We'll talk to you soon. Angela Steinhoff sent in. She has sent in a lot of submissions too. 22 submissions, as a matter of fact. Wow. Look at her coloring on her little glasses and her little critters. I thought she did a good job.
Nice.
Very
and more glimmer paper. Cards. Yay.
Big pieces of glimmer. I wonder if you gutted those. I would, so that I could use all that I could get. She also has some stenciling in the background. Very nicely done. Yeah. But I think you just had a lot of fun coloring those little critters. I do hope so. I hope everybody just has fun making these things. I don't ever stress about them. It's just for fun. Thank you, Angela. Denise Agwin from Louisiana sent in her 11th, and she said she almost gave up. Oh, isn't that sad? Oh. She almost gave up until I realized this wheel had spun the Spellbinders February 2020 kit.
Perfect.
So, yay for your stash to the rescue. And she used the rainbow just as a pattern. See, it's upside down.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
very
like the
fun.
rainbow cake. That's fun.
I know. I want a piece. I think that's probably just like a card. It's a graphic.
Well, it's also a reminder that you can repurpose cards into handmade cards.
Yes.
Because it almost looks like you could have cut that off the front of a birthday card.
I saw that in our card making group the other day. Somebody said,
Yeah.
"Is it okay, legal, to cut things from other things and use on cards?" And it's like,
Yes.
absolutely. My gosh, let's not confine ourselves to
Right.
things such as that. This is expression, girls. Boys and girls, men and women, crafters and craftettes. I think it's really cute, Denise. Thank you so much. Wendy Jarvis, so adorable. Look at the umbrellas. Look at the little rain being all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So many details to pull that all together.
Cute.
And the happiest darn little bunny I've ever seen. Of course he's happy. Who wouldn't be happy with a rainbow umbrella and boots?
Mm-hmm. And it looks like she made that rainbow strip too.
Yes.
That's pretty.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think it's paper pieced. Do you think
Yeah.
it's paper pieced?
I think it's
I don't know.
colored. It looks to be the same colors that she used on the umbrella.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Cute. Well done, Wendy. And here comes Fred, her dad. Here he is.
So cute.
Another cute card, Fred. Let's celebrate. I don't know if I'll ever celebrate again. I will only want to celebrate. I've never seen a turtle with a rainbow shell. I think that's a cute stamp.
It's very cute.
I like turtles. I happen to have a little thing I have a crush on most turtles. Snappers, no. But most turtles, I have a little crush on them. Very cute. You did great, Fred. Thank you so much. Kiss your brain. Chris from Ecuador. Oh, Chris, you did it again. You pulled together a card. We found out that Chris, who lives in Ecuador, does not have scrapbook stores or craft stores where she lives. And she pulls together the most interesting and unique cards. And I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Look how she did the colors. I mean, just imagine no craft stores.
Yeah.
Imagine not having a huge stash and wanting to play craft roulette. It really gives me an appreciation for your efforts and the fact that you send these in almost every week. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
To me. I like your circles a lot. I just using that. I want to do that.
Yeah, it looks like she just took like a marker in a circle stencil. Maybe.
And it gives it some texture. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's ribbon. I'm not quite sure. She might have gotten it off of something else. I'm not sure what it is. And then just a note. It's really cute.
Very cute.
I like it a lot. Kiss your brain, Chris. You're a good girl. Linda Bendick from Illinois. 9th submission. Look at all the color on here. It's very pretty. I like it. Look at those popsicles. Now, are those watercolored?
They almost look like they're cut from paper, but I don't know if she stamped them.
Maybe so.
Or if they're cut. I think they might be cut from a patterned paper.
I think, yeah, something. Because the one on the left doesn't look quite the same at the top as the other two.
Yeah.
So she might have just cut those. Freehand, even.
Cute.
Oh, but you could do that if you had like a Post-it, which I just happen to have in my hot little hand, and you did a fold over, and you just cut the top off.
Yeah.
Don't make the top a little flatter. Then you'd have a template instantly for a little sickle. And summer's coming, and shaved ice is almost around the corner. Something to do, something to think about, and then you just put a stick on it. I think you could do it with watercolored paper too, Make a very cute card very fast. Yep. We got ideas coming out our ears already.
We do.
Great. Well done, Linda. I think that's the last one. Nope, I lied. Christina. Yes, of course. I didn't have Christina in here yet. 16th submission. She has a Patty Beck goal. Did I say Patty Beck? she has a petty bet goal of 52, so we hope the best for her because she does remarkable work. She's got a little kite there that's so cute. I think this person looks kind of like Mary Poppins.
I was just thinking that. This whole card has a Mary Poppins vibe. I love it.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Practically perfect. Practically perfect. The butterfly of happiness sits on the one that keeps waiting, is what I think it says. The butterfly of happiness sits on the one that keeps waiting. That's very cute. I like that. That's kind of philosophical. But look at all those little butterflies in a rainbow. Oh, very cool. Very cool. She does a lot with dyes, and she said she tries to get a lot out of her dyes too. So we see them often, but we see them uniquely applied, and they're never even close to the same. Look at how she shades around the green skirt and things to give it some dimension.
Yeah.
And then she's got butterflies as the tag or the little ribbon parts on the
so many
kite
little
tail.
details on it. Yeah.
So many. Do go back. There's so many good card artists that we get to see cards from, but do go back on craftroulette.live and stroll through some of the galleries from the different past events. Christina has some remarkable ones. There's some remarkably simple ones. There's some very complicated ones. Anything you'd like. If you are feeling a little flat on your and don't feel ever that, oh, I can't do as well as these. You can.
Right.
You can. Don't be intimidated by the cards that we just got to show you. Be inspired by them. Don't be intimidated. Just pick something out. Use artist's limes. List the different things that you see. What is it? Decide on things that you want to include. Modify some things. Exclude some things. And then give it your own spin. And then make some cards. And like Jessica, she's an inspiration. And then send them.
Yes.
And cheer somebody up. And keep one for yourself because you love it.
I don't do that.
But they're like my little parts of me at this point. They're like my little babies. My little baby cards out. Some of them I'm not, but out they go. But some of them are kind of complicated and thought I've spent a lot of time with, and we have a relationship. So anyway, there's so much to learn from each other. Again, thank you so much. Karen G from Ontario, Canada. Thank you for sending this. I don't know why I didn't get it in on time, but I didn't. So thanks for letting me know I needed to add it. Really striking clouds. I like the contrast. It really does a good job on making that an interesting card. There's white embossing on not black, but green. What do you like?
It is. I like that. And I like the colors in her rainbow. They're just they're a little bit different pastel.
Mm-hmm. They're a little smoky or something, a little dusty. Yeah. A little dusty. They kind of look like the new Stampin' Up color, some of them. Which are, to me, seem a little more dusty than a straight up color. So I thought it was real pretty. Nice choices. Karen G, thank you so much. Judy G, I don't know why I didn't get yours either, but we got it up. So thank you so much. Cool background. Lots going on there. I think is that a stencil or is that like over stamping? I don't even know what you did there, girlfriend, but you did a great job.
Or maybe the circles are stenciled and then there's some stamps over top of them.
Maybe so. I know Catherine Pooler has a stamp set where she's got the two parts. I'm wondering if that could have been it, but I don't know. I just remember seeing that, but I don't remember the details of it. Is that vellum over her love,
it is.
You think, to soften it?
I think so. I gotta get my vellum
Another
out.
way to use vellum. Oh, yes, ma'am. How about that knot on the... That's like three-way knot. What the heck?
I think she used 2 pieces of ribbon to give it. I think there's 4 total. Like 4 pieces coming off.
Must be, but I only see the 3. But
on the
I think that one on the left is
2 kind of over top of each other.
That makes sense. Okay, so she had 2 pieces of ribbon, tied that into a knot.
Yeah.
And then she's got cardstock underneath the ribbon which sets that off and makes it stand out a little more too. So
Yeah.
many details. You guys make such good decisions. So smart, every one of you. Gosh, you have something to offer. That's it, man. We did it. I enjoyed you being here to work with me on this. I hope
Thank
you're not
you. It
worn
was
out.
fun.
It's kind of tiring. It's
Well-
kind of tiring, but at the same time, kind of exciting.
Yeah. Well, after I have a snack, I'm going to go and try some of my many ideas that I just got from you all. So,
Is that all full? Your
What's
paper?
that?
Is that paper all full of ideas?
yeah, I just wrote little things I want to try that I saw on your cards.
Bravo! I love it.
Lots of
I
great
love
ideas.
it. Well, you're always welcome to go to the website too and get some more ideas.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are inspiring the world. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else I need to talk to you about? Oh, the schedule? You just hang on. Don't leave. I got to find the schedule. I always forget this, and let me show this part just a second. We do have some great more. If you like hanging out with Jessica, we've got some more great guests coming up. We have Wendy Cranford this Friday, Allison Cope the next, Helen Schlett, who and her husband Chris, who is a mysterious man that joins us last time at least. Biddy Penny after that, and Ashley Young we just booked today. I'm looking forward to it. We have more exciting things coming up at the end of May, and looking into June to see what trouble we can come up with. I think we have a fun thing going on here. So let me see if I can get back to this. Where is she? Where is she? Nope, that wasn't it. We'll find Jessica. Best introduction. Or I'm going to hand it over. Drum roll, please. And she is. Where is she? There she is, still smiling. Well, that's 70 some cards for you. And not a one of them was the same.
Not at all.
I
That
loved
was
it.
quite impressive.
It was very, very
the
cool.
variety.
Yeah, it was pretty darn cool. Thank you all for submitting. Thank you for coming back. It was fun. I really appreciated
It
working
was
with you
fun. Thanks.
again. We're hoping to get Jessica back sometime in September after her busy summer will be. And we'll see what we do again. All right? Y'all kiss your brains. And here's one for you. Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you. Oops.